Dylan Snow and Dylan. Where's Dylan? You got a ball, sir? Chris, come on out behind. All right. So gonna let her rip in there. He says he's got a 90-mile-an-hour fastest thrust. So, okay, fastest. He says that. I hope you're ready, Dylan. Here it comes. All right. Case, do you want to come up to the front, or you think you're going to make it from the rubber back there? From the rubber. Got the wind up. Let it rip, son. Hey,
All right, and we are ready to go here at Alex Duffy Fairgrounds in Watertown. Jack Holly on the mound for the Rapids. He comes in tonight pitching with a 4.91 ERA, no wins, one loss. He's only had 2 starts. He's pitched 7.1 innings total, given up 9 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. So his walk to strikeout ratio is pretty solid. Has given up 2 doubles and 1 home run. Batters, he's faced 32 batters, and they're batting .281 against him, and he's only hit 1 batsman, so that's not bad. Looking forward to a solid start from Jack here. Jack is originally from San Gabriel, California, and goes to school at Linden State, Vermont. So quite the world traveler just to get going. Now batting, number 38, Kyle Mosier, number 38. And here's the first pitch to Kyle, low, ball 1. And we are underway here in Watertown. Kyle leading off, batting .429. He's played in 4 games. He's got 14 at-bats, 6 hits. That's how that math works out. Fouls that ball off. That's strike number 1. He does have 1 stolen base to his credit, so that's what you want from a leadoff guy. You want him to get on base and move around the infield. 1-1 pitch in there, call strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mosier. And that one is hit. Ground ball gets through into the outfield. A lazy ground ball goes right up the middle, and it's a leadoff single for Mosier. Now batting, number 10, Caden Hall. Number 10. Now the Silversmiths coach must know some secret about Caden. He's batting 100. So we'll see what coach knows that we don't. Oh, he lays down a bunt down third base line, fielded by Giuseppe, and he throws that ball away. Here comes Mosier in around to third, and we got runners at first and third here to start off the game. So that is an E5. Now batting for the Silversmiths, number 16, Caleb Vacciano, number 16. Well, maybe that's why Caden Hall has got such a low batting average, because he makes third basemen throw errors. You don't get any credit as a batter for that. So runners at the corners. Runners at the corners for the number 3 hitter, Caleb Vacciano. Vacciano is batting .389 with 18 at-bats. That means he's got 7 hits, 3 RBIs. All of his hits are singles, though. Here's the 1-0 to Vacciano. A pitch high, 2-0. Holly has his sign and deals, and he hits him. Hey, he just doubled the amount of batters he's hit in his Rapids career. With 2 now. So the bases are loaded now for the cleanup hitter. Now batting, number 34, Ben Daniel. Number 34. Daniel's a .313 hitter. 6 hits, 16 at-bats. No, 5 hits, 6 runs. That pitch misses, ball 1. No one in tonight's lineup has hit a home run yet this season. Ben Daniel probably has visions of grandeur here. Perhaps that'll incite a strikeout from Holly. Jack deals. Swung on it. It's a broken bat. The bat almost takes out Giuseppe. Giuseppe gets the ball, almost takes out the field ump, but gets the out. But a run scores as Mosier crosses the plate. But wow, that was dangerous. Kudos to Giuseppe for being able to get out of the way, but still manage making the play. So runners at second and third now. Now batting, number 29, Joe Yovino. Number 29. You know what I need is another microphone stand. Figure it out. Yovino is batting .222. That's fancy. First ball low, ball 1. Runners at second and third. No outs, 1 run in. It is 1-0 in favor of the Silversmiths. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on. It's a chopper. And oh, what a great jump. Out at first. And what a lucky play. He threw to second for no reason. He forgot they got that out. At least the turn was made. A good job. I'm just confused. I'm confused. Now batting, number 37, Alexander Kovalik. Number 37. Big swing and a miss by Kovalik. Kovalik batting 100, 5 for 10. That one is foul back, strike 2. And finally, Holly's got a batter right where he wants him. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, a strike 3. And that'll do it. But the Silversmiths pick up 2 in their half of the first. Home half coming up. Leading off for your Watertown Rapids, number 3, Ryan Nelson, number 3. So here's Nelson to get things started for the Rapids. First pitch swinging, strike one. Nelson's a new leadoff batter here for Coach Julian. And he hits this one foul down the line. That was exciting. That was a loud crack of the bat. Just didn't stay inside the lines. They say as a kid, if you color outside the lines, you are an extrovert. That pitch low, ball one ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 to Nelson. That's up and in, 2-2. On the mound for the Silversmiths, Colton Hamada with a 3.00 ERA. No wins, 1 loss. He's only played 1 game. He pitched a ball there. In Hamada's 1 game, he only lasted 3 innings, gave up 4 hits and 2 runs. One would think that would make his ERA a 6. Oh, only 1 of them was earned. Well, there you go. That'll do it. 2 runs, only 1 earned. 2 strikeouts, 2 triples. And that ball sails out of play. Batters against Hamada are batting .308 in this beginning of this short summer season. Get the umpire in there too. Here's the payoff pitch. And it is hit right at the second baseman. After all that battle, an easy 4-3 putout for the second baseman, Mosier. Now batting, number 22, Aiden Reese, 22. So here's Aiden Reese. He's normally the leadoff guy. He's batting .333. He's been in 5 games. He's got a double and a home run. .524 slugging percentage. Takes that first pitch for a ball. We're going to be careful over here because over the weekend on Sunday, there's ball 2. On Sunday, Ben Hess was at bat. He's also a lefty batter, and he fouled that ball right at us here in the broadcast booth. Almost took out my camera operator. Boy, my wife would have killed me for that one. 3-0 on Reese. Kamada gets his sign. Squints in the sunlight. Deals home. Oh, that was like a softball changeup, and it misses. Ball 4, and Aiden Reese works himself a walk. Now batting, your catcher, number 34, Zach Butler, number 34. So runner on first for Butler. He's got a .375 slugging percentage, so he likes players on base. That first pitch in there called strike. You don't blame him for not swinging. Hamada just threw 4 balls in a row. It was his first pitch in 5 pitches. Here's the 0-1 to Butler. And he pops this one up, and that's going to go short of the bullpen. Oh, there was a fan out there with a glove. Almost made a catch. Oh, he's already warming up. Oh, okay, so that was actually a Silversmith reliever who's having some long toss. getting ready for something, probably to play baseball. Here's a foul ball by Butler. He's still 0-2. It's a nervous time for a batter. Here's the 0-2 from Hamada. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and down goes Butler. Now batting, your designated hitter, number 28, Ben Hess. Number 28. So 2 outs and a runner on first for Hess. He's hitting 300. Takes that first pitch for a ball. Here's the 1-0 from Hamada. Swung on, popped up. Third baseman hustling over and makes a catch for out number 3. So that'll do it for the Rapids. After 1 inning of play, they trail 2-0. About that, 2 balls and 1 strike on Tanner Warren, the left fielder. And he hits a ground ball at first. Nice dive by Xavier, coming over to cover. He didn't get his foot down. Holly didn't get his foot down. Oh, that's right. I forgot to fix my instant replay. Oh, shucks. So that's an infield single for Warren. Now batting, number 24, Charlie Martin. Number 24. And I tell you, on Sunday, I really thought Coach Julian was trying to get himself thrown out of the game, but it just did not happen. Now he gets to try to start from early on here in the second inning, not period. Wrong sport. So Martin here is the designated hitter, batting .222. He's got 2 hits on the season, 9 at bats. Throw over to first in time. What a pickoff move! So that's 1-3 goes that pickoff for out number 1. And we'll turn our attention to Charlie Martin here. First pitch, ground ball to short, and he dives right over the top of that one. Let's see if Holly can pick Martin off as well. Now batting, number 9, Luke Lindsay. Number 9. So Holly has his sign, deals. That's low and in the dirt, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Holly. Throw over to first, and that's high. Xavier takes advantage of the opportunity to hit the base runner. To the 1-0 again. 1 ball and no strikes on Lindsay. There's the pitch, and it's hit. Foul! Third base coach thinks he's 3 feet taller than he really is. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. He ducked after that ball went over his head anyway. So. Well, he's taller than our coach. There's the 1-1 high, 2-1 to Luke Lindsay, who has yet to get a hit here in the New York Collegiate Baseball League in 2025. Here's the pitch from Holly, and misses 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike on Lindsay. Well, and there's his 3rd hits batsman of the season. We are setting all sorts of records here today at Alex Duffy Fairgrounds. Now batting, the leadoff hitter, number 38, Kyle Mosier, number 38. So runners at first and second with 1 out for Mosier. Mosier had a single his last at-bat. Can't hit a single off of that pitch. Ball 1. There's the 1-0, and that is lined into right field. Coming around third is Martin, and he's going to score. And it is 3-0 for the Silversmiths. Now batting, number 10, Caden Hall, number 10. So that's an RBI single for Mosier. Runners at first and second for Hall. Pitch high, ball one. Remember, Hall bunted last inning and reached on that errant throw by Giuseppe. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Holly. Oh, a slow bender in there for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Maybe that was his slurve. Or not the sweeper. Not a sweeper. Anything. It was a 12-6 curveball, if anything. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Holly hits one at his left cheek. Well, if he was aiming for it, he nailed it. Bases loaded for Vacciano. Nope. And coach is going to have a meeting on the mound. Stands are filling in here at Alex Duffy Stadium. There's still time to get down here. Grab your seat and a hot dog, maybe some Chick-fil-A and a Miller Lite. Maybe come on by and get a Miller Lite for me. Now batting, number 16, Caleb Vacciano, number 16. All right, let's see what kind of talk Coach had with Holly. And that ball is popped up. First base side, Xavier going over and not going to get there as it's over the netting. Cannot reach that one. Strike 2. So 1 ball and it's 0 and 1, right? All my buttons are getting pressed. There's a ground ball to second. On to first for the double play. Inning-ending double play. 4-4-3. And that'll do it. But the Silversmiths pick up another run. And after 1.5, they lead 3-0. And we'll be back in, you know what? Why don't we watch this running of the Bulls here with Jay Madison? We're back, man. Don't worry. All right. Number 27, Xavier Miles. Number 27. All right, here's Xavier Miles. First pitch misses, ball 1. Miles is batting 300 on the season. 6 hits, 1 double, 3 RBIs. That pitch low, ball 2. He's been outstanding at first base for the Rapids so far this season. And here's his turn at the plate. Swing and a foul ball, strike 1. Colton Hamada. That's Hamada out there getting his signs in. Pitch is low, ball 3, 3-1. Miles with the hitter's count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Hamada. And Miles, he tried to tee off on that changeup, and he barely slowed down enough to get a piece of it. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's an amazing differential between the fastball and the changeup that makes that changeup so effective. Here's the payoff pitch, 3-2, and it's called strike 3. Oh, and Xavier, not a fan. Now batting, number 19, Giuseppe Sapienza, number 19. Giuseppe's been pretty good with the bat so far this season. Only 8 games so far. He's batting .308. He's got a double and a triple to his credit. That pitch misses, ball 1. And there's some contact, makes it to third. It slowed down, and Giuseppe just gets beat at first. That is 2 outs for the Rapids here in the second. Now batting, number 7, Damon Asensio, number 7. Damon ended the top half of the second inning by starting and turning that double play. That first pitch missed the strike zone and missed the catcher's glove. And Jovino got hit in the Jovinos, and he's going to remember to keep his eyes open when he's catching. Oh, it hit him? We'll take it. Oh, I didn't realize that. So it hit off of Asensio and then hit the catcher. So not so much Jovino's fault, but he paid the price. Now batting, number 26, Josh Gardner, number 26. First pitch to Gardner, high, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Gardner. Ooh, he tipped that one back into the glove of Jovino. One ball and 1 strike on Josh. That one misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs and a runner on first. Rapids have been struggling to put things together so far this season. They get hits, but not always next to each other. That's really when it counts the most. Another changeup doesn't make it. 3-1. Or it could have been a slow curve. What, another 1260 thing? Yeah, he liked it earlier, so very well could have been. Bailey Dallin over here working the camera and providing me with all sorts of baseball knowledge. and that is ball 4. So Gardner walks. We got runners at first and second for the right fielder. Now batting, number 9, Rakuto Shirakata, number 9. So Shirakata is batting 182. He's started 3 games. He's got 2 hits. Shirakata has made some amazing plays in right field. Double play when he caught one in right field and threw out the runner at home a couple of home games ago. He's had some diving catches in foul territory. That pitch is a strike.
Not player. That's why we're here to watch the game.
And the hecklers are heckling being heckled. No, it is 0-1. I tell you, there's nothing like being at the ballpark. Good, clean fun. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. Strike 2. May have hit somebody's car as long as it wasn't mine. Hey, my car's not here. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the second inning. Runners at first and second. 2 on, 2. No, 2 balls. No, just 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes. So umpire's ready. Shirakata's ready. He's just waiting for Hamada. Here's the pitch from Hamada. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll do it. After 2 innings of play, it is still 3-0 in favor of the Sherrill Silversmiths. Coming up next for the Silversmiths in the top half of the third, it's Daniel Jovino and Kovalik, and we'll be back. Now batting number 34, Ben Daniel, number 34. That pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Daniel. Daniel hit into a fielder's choice, was thrown out by Giuseppe. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, laced in the center field. It's a line drive. Single for Wait a minute, is that number 1?
Take the heel toe express tonight.
Now batting, number 29, Joe Yovino, number 29. It's a pitch to Yovino, misses ball 1. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Yovino. It is. You know what? Nobody told me that we had a pinch hitter. So that's actually Hector Gonzalez on first. Just got his first hit of the season. That pitch must have been outside. 2-1. That pitch low and in the dirt. 3-1 on Yovino.
Come on, Blue, get down.
Here's the 3-1 pitch from Holly. And that ball's popped straight up. Xavier going over, and that ball's going to be out of play. Oh, almost landed in somebody's lap of all the places she could have sat. Zoom out just a little bit. There you go. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Yovino. I need a better camera right here. Pitch is fouled at home plate. And you can see that Gonzalez was off and running going to second. He's going to jog his way back the 90 feet to first. So 3 balls and 2 strikes on Yovino. No outs, a runner on first. There's the throw over. And Gonzalez is hugging that base. There's the payoff pitch again. And Gonzalez is off. And the ball is hit. It's a chopper. Grabbed by Giuseppe at third. Throw over to first is not in time. Xavier couldn't hold on to that ball anyway. But it was still an infield single. Nice hit by Yovino. Now batting, number 37, Alexander Kovalik. Number 37. And Kovalik struck out swinging his first plate appearance. Here he is with no outs and runners at first and second. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that's fouled back. No balls and 1 strike on Kovalik. Jack Holly looking for his signs. Guys, this is that awkward point of the game where half of the distance is in shade between the pitcher's mound and home plate. And there's a strike, no balls and 2 strikes. So the first half is in the sun and the second half is in the shade. Here's the 0-2 from Jack Holly. That swung on ice, lifted out into right field. And, look at the acrobatics there by Shirakata. Almost got there. So there's another lost ball. Perhaps somebody will turn it in for an ice cream. So no balls and 2 strikes again for Kovalik. That's only true in Yankee Stadium. Swung on, ground ball to third. Giuseppe picks it up, throws over to first in time for the first out. So it's a 5-3 fielder's choice. Listen, I don't want to get sued for some sort of copyright, you know. Now batting number 7, Tanner Warren. Number 7. So runners at second and third now with 1 out for Warren. First pitch to Warren is a ball. And if you missed it last inning, Warren reached on a single and he was picked off by Holly on the very next throw. It was pretty spectacular. There's the 1-0, and that's apparently not in there. 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes on Tanner Warren. That pitch misses outside. 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Holly. And he misses ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Now batting, number 24, Charlie Martin. Number 24. So Warren hit a single and came around to score last inning. Here's the pitch from Holly. That one bounces on the plate, ball 1. There's the pitch. Swung on, and that is that stop. What us by Nelson. That's one way to do it. Now batting, number 9, Luke Lindsay. Number 9. Luke has yet to get a hit this season. He was hit by a pitch last inning, so there is that. I mean, getting hits, just as good as getting a hit. Here's the pitch from Holly. Low and inside, ball 1.
Third out at home, brilliant.
Here's the 1-0 pitch from Holly. They must have some complicated signs in there for what pitch to throw. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, ground ball, right back to Holly. He trots over to Xavier. Soft toss, 1-3 for the third out of the inning. So Holly gets himself in trouble and is able to get himself out of trouble. Coming up in the bottom of the third with a 3-0 deficit. It's the top of the order. Nelson, Reese, and Butler. batting, number 3, Ryan Nelson. Number 3. All right, here we are ready to go in the bottom half of the third. Nelson steps up to the plate. He grounded out to second in his first plate appearance. His first pitch to him here in the third is a strike. Here's the 0-1. And this one gets lifted out into left field. It's going down, and it bounces up. It's a one-hopper off the wall, and Nelson's got himself a leadoff double to get things going here in the third inning. Now batting, number 22, Aiden Reese. Number 22. So Hamada has his sign, checks Nelson at second. And here's his throw to Reese. It's low and outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Reese. And a throw down to second, and they get him. Oh, my goodness. They caught Nelson snoozing.
You're welcome.
So 2-4 goes that put out, and there's out number 1. Here's a pitch to Reese, swing and a miss, strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Reese. And, wow, that play is as deflating as you think it would be. Really takes the wind out of the sails on that one. Here's a check swing call, strike 3. And there are 2 outs now, just that quickly, here in the third inning. Now batting, number 34, Zach Butler, number 34. Here's the pitch to Butler. And he grounds this one to short, goes off the shortstop's face, and he throws it away. Oh. Now batting, number 28, Ben Hess, number 28. So Butler reaches on an E6. And with 2 outs, here's Ben Hess. First pitch to Ben is in there, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, runner on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. One ball, 1 strike.
What's this all about?
Umpire wants to talk to the other umpire. You know what? I'm not hearing any sound on YouTube. Not not sure what these umpires could be talking about, but they're talking about something. Oh no, it's coming in. It's just quiet. All right, we'll turn our attention back to Ben Hess. Throw over to first. Nothing happening. One ball and one strike on Ben Hess. And Ben swings and fouls this one back and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Are you guys all with?
Hamada deals high up and in. Ben Hess just twists out of the way. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And Ben Hess has been challenged to charge. Got Butler leading off first, and it's Paul, strike 3. Hess down looking to end the 3rd inning. So after 3 innings, it is 3-0 in favor of the Silversmiths, and we'll be back.
Coachy, clap it up down, Amy. I knew it, third. It's empty, hold on.
Now batting, the leadoff hitter, number 38, Kyle Mosier. Number 38. First pitch to Kyle, in there, call, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Mosier. And he hits this one foul down the third base line. So Mosier's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Here's the 0-2 in there, call, strike 3.
Hey, Coachy, love the engagement. We'll figure it out by the end of the night.
Now batting, number 10, Caden Hall. Number 10. So Hall has yet to have an official at bat. He reached on an error and he was hit by a pitch. That one's official. It's a single into left field. Sure thing. What do you want?
So a chance not to hang over into the dugout either.
Copy that. Now batting. Number 16, Caleb Vacciano. Number 16. And Vacciano hits this one high, and it's a diving grab in center field by Reese. That's out number 2. Now batting, number 1, Hector Gonzalez. Number 1. I don't know. So Gonzalez got a single and was left stranded at third. He pops this one straight up, coming over, and it hits the roof. Strike 1. And it rains asbestos on us. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Well, the good news is the place won't burn down. New balls and 1 strike on Hector. The runner goes. The throw is not made. It fell out of Butler's hand. Eating too much popcorn in the dugout between innings. So Hall with a stolen base. Back to Gonzalez. There's the 1-1. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gonzalez. I tell you, Holly's got some good pitches. The ones that miss don't miss by much. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. That one misses, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th inning. Here's the payoff pitch from Holly to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Gonzalez. And what is going on here? Looks like Jay, the hype guy, got ourselves another game.
Shorts are big.
Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Not big. Don't tell the bag.
Look at that. What a close server race. That winner wins 2 tickets to the Rapids game of their choice. We'll be back. Here's Xavier Miles to get things going for the Rapids here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch, Xavier launches this one right field, and that's in foul territory and goes out of play. Xavier struck out looking to start off the 2nd inning. Miles did not think that 3rd strike was a strike, and neither did we, quite frankly. Here's the 0-1. Miles hits this one just foul. Oh, so close. No balls and 2 strikes. So no balls and 2 strikes on Xavier. Hamada gets his sign. Didn't like that first one. And here he is. He deals. And another spoiled pitch by Miles. No balls and 2 strikes on Miles. The pitch from Hamada is called strike 3. Oh. And Xavier wants to understand from the official how he draws a rectangle. That's twice Xavier been called. Now batting, number 19, Giuseppe Sapienza. Number 19. First pitch to Giuseppe is launched down to left. It's a Giuseppe Sapienza sends one out of the ballpark. And it's now a 3-1 no ball game. Now batting, number 7, Damon Asensio, number 7. And Damon follows up. That's a one-hopper to the shortstop. Throw to first. Pulls the first baseman off the bag. Asensio turns but stops as Jovito was right there to pick that ball up. Oh, and we're looking for a curtain call for Giuseppe. The fans want a curtain call. And now batting, number 26, Josh Gardner. And the fans get their curtain call from Giuseppe. So runner on first. And that's a foul ball on Gardner. Strike 1. Asensio's got to go back to first base. There's the 0-1 to Gardner. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. He was a tad early on that one. Gardner trying to tie this game up. We'd be okay with just another base runner. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 run already in, courtesy of the home run blast over the left field wall by Giuseppe Sapienza. Here's the pitch from Hamada. It's a chopper down to third base line. That goes foul. We'll do it again. So these Rapids players have got to sit on this ball just a little bit longer. They're all early. That home run was pulled almost foul. We've had a lot of foul balls down the third base line, which means these batters are way ahead of Hamada. Hamada takes something off of that one, and it misses. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pretty sure the umpires call that a strike every other time it's been thrown today, but 1-2. Here we go.
I'm gonna go get that trash can on the mound.
Pitch to Gardner. And this is just lifted out into the outfield. It's a blooper. It's going to jump down. Asensio around second. He's going to come into third. And there he is. He slides in. Asensio going from first to third off of Gardner's single. Now batting, number 9, Rakudo Shirakata. Number 9. So with 1 out, 1 in, and runners at the corner, Jovino is going to go out and have a talk with his pitcher. And it looks like the Silversmiths coach is going to come out as well. So that's 1 mound visit. Jovino returns to his spot behind the dish. And here we go. Shirakata stepping up to the plate. Shirakata struck out his last time up. Here he is, runners at the corners. 1 out, puts down a bunt. And now it gets bobbled by Hamada. Everybody's safe. And it's another run in. So runners at first and second now. That'll bring us to the top of the order. Now batting, number 3, Ryan Nelson. Number 3. Oh, I tell you, that first pitch is a ball. I love vocal fans that understand the game and come up with crazy chants. Baseball bingo, E1. Runners at first and second, 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes on Nelson. Here's the pitch to Ryan. That's up and in. Ball 2.
And it's in full force.
2 balls and no strikes on Nelson. Here's the 2-0. And that's in there. Strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Ryan Nelson. Nelson's 1 for 2 with a double. Wait, I never heard the ump sing. I don't know if he's like Stevie Wonder. 2-1. Oh, swing and a miss. I tell you, that slow ball by Hamada. I wonder what he calls it, because that one wasn't a changeup per se. Ephus? I've never heard of that. Learn something new every day. Here's the 2-2. Outside, ball 3. 3-2. Throw to second. But back in time is Gardner. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a ground ball to short. Fielded by shortstop to second for 1. On to first in time. Double play. So that was a 6-4-3 double play. But the Rapids pick up a pair of runs. And after 4 innings of play, it is 3-2 in favor of the Silversmiths. Coming up for Sherrill, it's the catcher, Jovino, Kovalik, and Warren. Now batting number 29, Joe Jovino, number 29.
Hey, let's go strike.
There's the 1-0 to Jovino, misses low and inside, 2-0. Jovino's 1 for 2 with a single. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, and this is lifted up into center field. Left fielder makes the catch. Out number 1. Now batting, number 37, Alexander Kovalik. Number 37.
You're back.
Here's the pitch to Kovalik. In there, strike 1. Kovalik's 0 for 2 with a ground out. Swing fouls that one back. Strike 2.
Chase.
No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Holly. That's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kovalik. Here's the pitch from Holly. And that's way high. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. That's in there. Call strike 3 for out number 2.
Ain't got him going.
Now batting number 7, Tanner Warren. Number 7.
Lava learn at the jet.
Warren has walked and single. He fouls that one off of his foot. That'll hurt. He's taking a moment to walk that off. It looks like he's all right. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the top of the 5th. There's a pitch that's in there. Call strike 2. Here's the 0-2 from Holly. Swung on and fouled off the plate. He'll do the 0-2 pitch again. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning on Warren.
All right.
That one misses, ball 1. Here's the 1-2 as Holly has his sign. That's high, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, ground ball. Oh, it goes off of Holly. Falls down and going to have no play there. That's a painful single for Warren. It hit his foot, though. Nah, that's not an error. Now batting, number 24, Charlie Martin. Number 24. Martin hit a single and lined out to short. There's a wild pitch. That'll allow Warren to get to second. One ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0 from Holly. Going to try to get this one a full 60 feet 6 inches, and he does. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 from Holly. Swung on and fouled off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Holly has his sign. He's set. Does not look at the runner at all. This ball down the left field line. That goes foul. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Hey, is there anybody in the bullpen warming up for us? Yeah. So here's the 1-2 pitch from Jack Holly. Jack deals a high one, 2-2. Lefty, righty. Here's the 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Jack Holly winds up, deals strike 3. Holly ending on a big K, and that might be it for him for the day. We'll know for sure next inning. But after 4.5 innings, it's still a 3-2 ball game coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's Reese, Butler, Hess, and Miles. But we're going to stay right here as we honor our armed forces here in Watertown. I don't see Jay. I don't know where Jay is at. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back when we need to. New pitcher for the Silversmiths, number 36, Keegan Smith. For your Rapids, number 22, Aiden Reese, number 22. Oh, not him. Two more batters. So Reese is 0 for 1 with a walk, and he went down looking. That first pitch is high, ball 1. Keegan Smith here he's been in twice. He's pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 earned runs in those 3 innings. He has an ERA of 21. In those 3 innings, he gave up 3 home runs as well. That ball is sent out into center field. That's a leadoff single for Aiden Reese. Now batting, number 34, Zach Butler, number 34. So runner on first. What's the umpire writing? We don't have a pinch runner, right? No, that's still Aiden Reese out there taking notes about something. All right, we turn our attention to Mr. Butler. First pitch to Butler in there, call, strike 1. Butler's 0 for 1 and reached on an error. He was left stranded at first base a couple innings ago. Here's a pitch high, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Mr. Butler. That's in there, call, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Butler. Here's the pitch, and Butler fouls that one off. It goes off the glove of Jovino. Here's the 1-2 from Keegan Smith. Throw to first. Nice dive back in time by Aiden Reese.
Walk.
1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the pitch, and that is inside, ball 2.
Walk.
There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. He feels he's only got 1 play because of the bobble, and that's the first. Reese moves to second. Now batting, number 28, Ben Hess. Number 28. All right, this is the guy that tried to kill us on Sunday. So 1 out. Runner on second. First pitch is outside, ball 1. I heard you got a La Cucaracha group.
I did not. And I'll say it over the microphone when you start playing. And we're going to have a big group with you, Andrew, and Eva, Kyle are going to judge the
It's outside, ball 2.
Yeah, Mister was wearing scrubs down by the dugout. Okay, I will get her involved.
And that's middle of the 6th, correct?
Yeah.
All right, 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out, runner at second. Here's the pitch home, and it's a strike on Ben Hess. Oh, he's facing the wrong way out there. Okay, it's better now. The lead off a second by Reese, being directed by the fans. There's the pitch. That's high, ball 3. And Aiden Reese hurries back to second base to beat nobody. So you don't have to actually go back in between every pitch. Here's the 3-1 to Ben Hess. Outside, ball 4. Runners at first and second now for Xavier Miles. Now batting, the X-Man himself, number 27, Xavier Miles, number 27.
Yes. Yep. Good.
First pitch finds a strike zone somewhere, laying on the ground, strike 1.
Boy, get him going. Let's go.
No balls and 1 strike on Xavier. Miles has gone down looking twice. He is in complete disagreement with the home plate umpire as to what a ball and a strike is. That's called strike 2. Now we've got Ken and Ken out there umpiring, so it's Ken behind the plate. Here's the 0-2. Up and out, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Miles. Miles at the plate, Hess at first, Reese at second. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Smith. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's 3 strikeouts for Xavier Miles. That'll bring up the home run hitter of the day, Giuseppe Sapienza. Now batting, number 19, Giuseppe Sapienza. Number 19. First pitch, Giuseppe holds off, ball 1.
Got second there.
Runner first and second. Again, we got Aiden Reese at second. Ben Hess at first. Giuseppe Sapienza at the plate. Keegan Smith deals. That's a ball 2. As much as Jovino tried to frame that one, no frame. It's going to make that ugly pitch pretty. Here's the 2-0 to Giuseppe. Smith deals. And Giuseppe hits this one, and it gets through. Coming around third is Reese. He's going to score, and it's a tie ball game. Another RBI and a single for Giuseppe Sapienza. And the Rapids have tied it up here. Now batting, number 7, Damon Asensio. Number 7. So the Rapids trying to stitch together a 2-out rally here. First pitch is a called strike 1 on Asensio. Keegan Smith looks in for his sign and deals. Ball gets away a little bit from Jovino. Throw down to second, not in time. Safe at second is Ben Hess. 1 ball and 1 strike. Smith sets and deals. That's high, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Damon Asensio. Asensio was hit by a pitch in the second and got a single and came around to score last inning. That pitch is in there for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Not even close. Clear left. Not one catches and a clear closest view up in 1-1. Where'd they find
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. There's the pitch, and that's fouled off by Asensio, staying alive at home plate. Trying to extend this inning. Would love to get the lead running here in the 5th. With a go-ahead run, I should say. I could say. And now I have said it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Smith deals. Well, that one scoops up some dirt. 3-2. Smith is a pitch away from loading up the bases with Rapids. Here's the payoff pitch from Smith. Slow one, and it's a slow chopper. Smithfield soft toss to first for out number 3. But the Rapids are able to tie it up, and after 5 innings of play, we are tied at 3 runs apiece. Coming up in the top of the 6th inning, it is Lindsay, Mosier, and Hall for the Silversmiths. For the Rapids, number 18, Henry Hubner. And now batting for the Silversmiths, number 9, Luke Lindsay. Number 9. So Hubner's first pitch in there for a strike. And the 6th inning is underway. Hubner entering the game with authority by throwing the old heater. There's a ground ball to second, fielded by Sensio. Throw to first is offline. Xavier comes off to make the grab. And I believe that is a single. Now batting, the leadoff hitter, number 38, Kyle Mosier, number 38. So Kyle is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, and he struck out looking. Fouls this first one off, back and going to hit the roof of the grandstand. It may have gone over. Could have hit a car. No balls and 1 strike on Mosier. Hubner deals. And that one does not come back. I thought it was going to bend back in. But it stayed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike with a runner on first here in the 6th inning. Hubner sets and deals. And there's a ground ball, foul, third base side. Strike 2.
Hey, just because the tie game doesn't mean you don't have to engage anymore.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Mosier. That pitch up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes.
Quick little surveying here. Oh, no.
There's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and that is through into the outfield. Runners at first and second now. Back-to-back singles here in the top of the 6th. Now batting, number 10, Caden Hall. Number 10. Well, last second warm-up swings there. Runners at first and second with no outs in the top of the 6th. Tie ball game, 3-3 here in Watertown. Hubner deals. That ball sails high, ball 1. And Hall showed bunt. Pulled it back.
Haven't done it for the last 12 years.
1 ball and no strikes on Hall. Hubner deals. Shows bunt, calls, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. So defensively on the bunt, Xavier's coming in from first. Sapienza is staying at third to try to get the put out there. So that is the idea. If the bunt goes to the third base line, then it'll be a race between the catcher and the pitcher going after the ball. So either Zach or Henry would go for it. Here's the pitch from Hubner. High, but he committed. Did he commit? He committed. Strike 2. All right, if he's going to call that one a ball, he may have gotten into an argument with me over that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, so the bunt is off. Here's the 1-2 from Hubner. Oh, and he gets him to go around. Strike 3. Now batting, number 16, Caleb Vacciano. So with 1 out, runners at first and second, here's Vacciano. Vacciano is hit by a pitch, grounded into a double play, and popped out to center field. That first pitch is a ball, 1-0 on Vacciano. Hubner listening to what his glove is telling him. Got his hand on his, or his ear on his glove. There's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on. I'd listen to that glove. Doing a good job. Here's the pitch. That's high, ball 2. Here, zoom in on him listening to his glove. There he is, Hubner, listening to what it's telling him. Here's the pitch. That one bounces. Nice stop by Butler behind the dish. 3-1. No. Three balls and 1 strike. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. That's in there. Call strike 2. 3-2 now. See Lindsay going back to second base there. Asensio playing second base. Here's the payoff, and this is grounded. Hey, he's a doctor during the day. He's got to protect those hands. Look at the size of his hands. He doesn't need a glove. Here's the 3-2. Whoa! Headhunter, and the bases are loaded. So meeting on the mound, coach is doing a slow walk out to see Hubner. See how this conversation's going to go. Sometimes this conversation has nothing to do with baseball. It's there just to have the pitcher relax and get his mind off the thing. See, they're shaking hands now. Just trying to figure out, what to get Molly for her baby shower or something. I forget what that line was from Bull. But the players are still having a talk, even though coach left. What is it? Oh, then you might tell me. All right, the meeting is over. Now batting, number 1, Hector Gonzalez, number 1. First pitch to Hector is in there. Call strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Gonzalez. Pitch just misses outside, 1-1. Gonzalez is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. Bases loaded, 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. That one is hit and gets into the outfield. 1 run scores, and that's all they're going to get. So Lindsay comes home. Gonzalez with a single and an RBI. And that'll bring up the catcher. Now batting number 29, Joe Yovino. Number 29. So bases loaded, 1 out, 1 run in. The Silversmiths lead 4-3. Here's Joe Yovino at the plate. Henry Hubner deals low, ball 1. He balked. Oh, he balked. I didn't see him balk. Well, everybody moves up a base. That opens up first. It's now 5-3 after that balk. So no pitch off the ball. And that one misses for a ball. Here's the 1-0 on Yovino. And that is grounded to short. Little bobble. Throw over to first is in time for out number 2. And no runners are able to advance because of how well Nelson bobbled that ball at short. Now batting, number 37, Alexander Kovalik. Number 37. So here's the first baseman, Kovalik, up to bat. Runners at second and third. Pitch from Hubner. That's in there for call, strike 1. Just throwing him in there nice and easy. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes on Kovalik. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Hubner. That's fouled off. Hits the netting, rolls around on top of the Silversmiths dugout. We'll do the 0-2 pitch again. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runners at second and third. 2 runs already in this inning. Silversmiths lead 5-3. Here's the pitch, and load inside, ball 1. Here's the 1-2 from Hubner. That is, I don't know, up or out, something. 2 balls. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on, 2 in here in the 6th inning. Here's the 2-2. That bounces 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Kovalik. Outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded again. second visit to the mound this inning, I believe, will bring in a new pitcher. What is it? Oh, please see what they were looking. New pitcher for the Rapids, number 12, Landon Westcott. Number 12. Now batting for the Silversmiths, number 7, Tanner Warren. Number 7. So Warren has 2 singles and a walk to his credit today. First pitch from Westcott misses, ball 1. There's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Westcott throwing noticeably harder than Hubner. Here's the 1-1 from Landon. And that is in there. Call strike 2. Oh, it looks like he's got Warren guessing now. The change of speeds, change of location will really confuse you the first time at bat. And that pitch misses, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Here in the top of the 6th inning, 5-3 Silversmiths lead. Westcott set on the mound. And he throws it in there, strike 3, and that'll do it. He does his job as he comes in and strikes out Warren to end the inning. But the Silversmiths pick up a pair of runs, and after 5.5 innings of play, they lead 5-3. Here's Josh Gardner to start things off for the Rapids. First pitch from Smith is a ball. Well, that one's clearly a ball. 2 balls and no strikes on Gardner. That one misses. 3-0. Here's the 3-0. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. Gardner swung so hard his helmet almost fell off. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes on Gardner. Here's the payoff pitch. That's in there. Call strike 3. Gardner tried to sell it by going to first, but that was a way better pitch than the 2 he swung at. Now batting, number 9, Rakudu Shirokata. Number 9. First pitch to Shirokata is in there. Strike 1. That one is fouled off. 0-2 on Rakudo. No balls and 2 strikes on Shirokata. This one is popped up third base side, and that's going to be out of play. No balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Shirokata watches strike 3 go by, and there are now 2 outs in the inning. Now batting, number 3, Ryan Nelson. Number 3. That pitch misses ball. So Nelson is 1 for 3 with a double. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Nelson. That's in there. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Slow bender. Strike 2. One looked like so good old curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The pitch from Smith swung on, lunged at, and this gets popped up and goes out of play. It's going to make it to the road. We'll do the 1-2 again. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And this one is belted into right field. Camping out underneath it, though, is Lindsay, and he makes the grab to end the inning. After 6 innings of play, it is 5-3 in favor of the Silversmiths. 7th inning coming up. So Charlie Martin leading things off for the Silversmiths here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch from Westcott is called strike 1. Oh, 1 misses, ball 1. One ball and 1 strike on Martin. Martin's 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout. Launches this one into center field. Backpedaling underneath it is Aiden Reese, and he makes the grab for out number 1. Now batting, number 9, Luke Lindsay. Number 9. So Lindsay's was hit by a pitch, singled, grounded out to the pitcher, and came around to score. That first pitch to Lindsay here in the 7th inning is a ball. 1-0. Westcott rips that strike in there. Nice hard heater up in the zone, 1-1. One outside, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike on Lindsay. Pitch up and out, 3-1. Now you hit the record button. I do that sometimes too. 3 balls and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Westcott sets and deals. That's ball 4. Now batting, the leadoff hitter, number 38, Kyle Mosher. Number 38. So back to the top of the order. Mosher's crossed home plate twice. He's 3 for 4 with a strikeout and 3 singles. He's having himself a really good day. First pitch misses, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Mosher. Westcott peeking at the runner. Runner goes. There's the throw. Down to second in time. Gets him out. So that's 2 caught stealing that I've seen Butler have. So it's 2 outs. And the count is 2-0 on Mosher. There's a 2-0 swung on and foul back and out of play. 2-1 on Mosher. Here's the 2-1. Inside, 3-1. And that ball is right center field. It's back and it is caught in center field by Aiden Reese for out number 3. So down go the Silversmiths. Coming up in the bottom half of the 7th inning, it is Reese, Butler, and Hess. New pitcher for the Sherrill Silversmiths, number 23, Owen Gray. Now batting for your Watertown Rapids, number 22, Aiden Reese, number 22.
Wake up, man.
So new pitcher, first pitch is fouled off, strike 1. Owen Gray comes in. He's got 2 appearances. He's 3 innings pitched. His ERA is 3. So he only gave up 1 run off of a hit. He's got 1 walk and 1 strikeout. That 1 hit he gave up was a home run. And we are 0-2 now on Aiden Reese. So it looks like Owen Gray throws hard and throws strikes. Let's see if Reese can put something together here. That one just misses ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reese is 1 for 2 with a single, a strikeout, and a walk. He came around to score that tying run. Holds off on that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 to Reese. Holds up 3-2. So after 2 strikes, Gray has thrown 3 straight balls. Trying to dance around Reese. Let's see what he does here. And that's low in the dirt, ball 4. And Reese reaches first. Now batting, number 34, Zach Butler, number 34.
Put 1 down all day on Thursday. He's 20 feet behind the bag. Yeah.
So Reese works a walk. Butler doesn't have a hit today. He did reach on an E6, though, so made contact, obviously, but fans calling for a bunt. Here's a pitch. It's high, ball 1. And Butler was not showing bunt. Here's the 1-0 for Butler. And Butler hits his ground ball to short, goes out into the outfield, and holding up at second, Aiden Reese. Runners at first and second now for Ben Hess. Now batting, number 28, Ben Hess, number 28. Hey, Hess hit the first home run of the year for the Rapids here on the home opener. Ben Hess hit a home run in the first game here. Yep. He also almost killed my daughter on Sunday. Foul ball came right through here. Ripping. That ball was moving, too. He's a hard hitter. First pitch, low and inside, ball 1.
Plenty of room on third baseline here. Pull 1 down. Plenty of room. No.
Especially for a lefty. Swing and a miss, strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runners at first and second for Ben Hess, the designated hitter. That pitch high, ball 2. Hess has got a .550 slugging percentage and a .462 on base percentage. He's only got 1 home run, but 2 triples. Hits this one up high. Left field, going down. It could be trouble, and nobody's going to be able to get to that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ben Hess. Ben was late on that ball, which is uncharacteristic of Mr. Hess. He's got a really fast bat. That's right, farmer work gloves. I forgot the name of the player that did that last year. I love that guy. Here's the 2-2. Oh. Nope. Gray steps off. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Ben Hess.
Why you butt the ball?
Now batting, number 27, Xavier Miles. Number 27. So Hess strikes out swinging, not for lack of effort, that's for sure, but that is his third strikeout of the day. Xavier Miles here has 3 strikeouts already. There's a ball, gets away from the catcher, and everybody's going to move up 90 feet. So even Owen Gray, the Silversmiths pitcher, knew that the Rapids needed a bunt, so he threw him one and allowed the runners to move up a base. So now 1-0 for Xavier. He really wants to avoid the golden sombrero. Swung on. There's a ground ball to third. Fielded. Throw to first. He's doing it. Gets him. That didn't get away far. I would think. Ask Nate. Throwing error? Did he not hear me? Is that error? Another hit on the third base line. Foul. Now batting number 19, Giuseppe Sapienza. 19. No error? Okay. So that's a base hit. Xavier reaches a base hit and an RBI. There's a ground ball to short, backhanded. Throw over to first, not in time. And everybody's safe. Sapienza with a hard hit single. And the bases are loaded. Oh, we'll wait to announce the batter. Now batting, number 7, Damon Asensio. Number 7. Meeting on the mound is just to calm the pitcher down. There's nobody throwing in the Silversmiths bullpen. Yes, sir? Thank you. Huh?
Just barely pre-silver.
2-0-1. Thank you. Here's the pitch to Xavier. Inside, ball 1. So bases loaded, 1 out. Not Xavier, excuse me, for Damon Asensio. Xavier's on first. Or second. There's a hit. Ground ball 2 seconds. Steps on second for 1 on the first. Double play. And that will end the inning. A pitcher's best friend. But the Rapids pick up 1, and after 7 innings of play, it's 5-4 Silversmiths. Hey fans, it's Tuesday night, and our official attendance tonight is 201 Rapids fans. Make sure you come out this Sunday for our doubleheader. Last Sunday, we had 817 fans. Come out this coming Sunday, and let's see if we can break 2,000. I like big steps. Now batting number 10, Caden Hall. Number 10. So here's Caden Hall to start things in the 8th inning for the Silversmiths. Caden reached on an error, reached when he got hit by a pitch, reached when he hit a single, and then struck out. Here's the first pitch from Westcott. That's high, ball one. So 5-4 lead for the Silversmiths here in the 8th inning. There, ball's fouled back into the glove of Butler. Here's the 1-1 from Westcott. That one's fouled off, strike two. Oh, I forgot to say Moe's when we hit the home run. Oh, shoot. That ball gets away from Landon. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. And swing and a miss, strike 3.
That's where you got to play the whistle. After the strikeout. After the K, you got to get a strikeout.
Now batting, number 16, Caleb Vacciano. Number 16.
Third strike, just hit him with a whistle, and then dead silence. You're right. You're right. You got it.
First pitch to Vacciano, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, don't look at me. I didn't say shit.
Here's the 0-1 to Vacciano. That's in there. Call, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Vacciano. And pitch up and in, ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes on Caleb Vacciano. There's a pitch, and that one just misses outside. 2-2.
I love the box act.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And misses up and out. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the payoff pitch from Landon Westcott. And it's ball 4. Landon gives up a walk. So Vacciano strolls his way down to first base. Now batting, number 1, Hector Gonzalez. Number 1.
If into the beer wall someday, if we do it, I have plans. I got it.
Can't see the batter from that angle. That camera is slightly off. So runner on first, 1 out. Gonzalez is 2 for 4. Shows bunt, lays one down, and it goes behind the catcher. Strike 1. So the Silversmiths willing to play small ball, and they lead by 1 here in the 8th inning. Here's the 0-1.
Nobody.
There's the pitch, and that one is in there. Called strike 2. 0-2 on Gonzalez. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner on first with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Landon Westcott gets his sign, sets, and deals. And that's a ball. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Westcott sets and deals. And that one is in there. Strike 3. Now batting, number 29, Joe Vino. Number 29. So 2 outs and a runner on first. Here's Jovino. First pitch swung on, grounded. Third base side. Oh, and it gets by the coach. Strike 1, and he's going to hear it. There's the 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Jovino. Swung on and foul back and out of play. 0-2. Hey, get him on camera catching the ball. Hmm?
That's right in the stuff. I said that. Oh, I'm sure he is. Welcome to the Highness with his fan.
Here's the 0-2. And it's a ball. Throw to second is offline.
Protein. Left hand hit. Right hand ass. Very straight. Double take. Left hand hits. Right hand ass.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Jovino. Runner at second now after that stolen base. There's the 1-2 pitch. And it misses. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs. And a runner on 2. Westcott gets himself situated back on the mound. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Pocket. Gotta get this. Blame it on the ball. Fuck
Now batting number 26, Josh Gardner, number 26.
Yeah, just don't put it down.
So Gardner is 2 for 3 today. That ball bounces in front of him, ball 1.
He's got to.
Yeah, we need one of them.
Make a play. Oh my God!
What, David?
Why wouldn't you throw it to coach? All right, don't get into the call.
So 1 ball and 1 strike on Gardner. Westcott has a sign. He likes it. He deals. Swung on, and this ball is lifted down the left field line. Looking for it, and it falls foul. That'll be strike number 2. But Gardner's still going.
I think he might.
So nobody told Josh that ball landed foul. He couldn't tell because he was running. That's his job, hit and run. One ball and 2 strikes on Josh Gardner.
Come on, coachy, let's go.
Here's the 1-2 to Gardner. That's low, 2-2. Yeah, 2-2.
Yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Josh Gardner. Pitch from Gray's grounded foul, third base side. We'll do it again. So that outfield camera gets better and better each game, I think. It's a little crooked, but it's zoomed in pretty well. It's a work in progress. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Gardner. And that one misses. Ball 3, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. And that is fouled right towards us. Do the payoff again. And that's ball 4. And it's a leadoff walk for Josh Gardner and the Rapids. Now batting, number 9, Rakudo Shirakata, number 9. And we're going to get a pinch runner, I think, for Gardner. Pinch runner for Josh Gardner is number 8, Bobby Kleckner, number 8. So here's Shirakata. Rapids trail by 1. Shirakata lays down a bunt, and it's a beauty of a bunt. Throw to first is not in time. The ball gets dropped. The ball gets dropped. We got runners at first and second. Why is it not runners at the corners? I want to know. Now batting, number 3, Ryan Nelson, number 3. Runners at first and second. Nelson shows bunt and lays down a beauty. And it's an easy play. Nobody's covering. Nobody's covering. Mosher was late getting to first. The bases are loaded with Rapids. Now batting, number 22, Aiden Reese. Number 22. That first pitch misses, ball one. So we got a walk, an error on the first baseman, and then an error on the team, but that counts as a single. And the bases are loaded for Reese. Well, that pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1 strike. You get 3 chances to hit the ball you want, so you don't have to swing at the first ugly strike. Here's the 1-1 to Reese. Swung on, chopped off the base. It is 1-2 strikes. And now Aiden's got to be protective of that strike zone. The bases are loaded here for all 201 fans of the Rapids here that are watching. And that ball is lifted into the outfield. Coming to tag up is Kleckner. Ball is caught in left field. Here comes the play. Nothing. It gets cut off. Kleckner scores. Nobody's covering third. Throw to second is not in time. So that is as productive of an out as you can possibly have. Reese pops out, gets an RBI. There's 1 out. Kleckner scores. Shirokata goes to third, and Nelson is at second. Runners at second and third now with 1 out for the catcher. And there's nobody warming up, so Owen Gray is going to be out there to finish this game off, I guess. It is a tie ball game, and these fans are going crazy. Now batting, number 34, Zach Butler, number 34. So Butler has reached on an error, singled and scored, and grounded out. He's having himself a pretty good night, and he could turn it into a great night right here. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Here's the pitch. It bounces and it gets away. It's a ball. And coming in to score is Shirokata. And moving to third is Nelson. And the Rapids take the lead. You know, something like that, that's where the fans really come in huge, putting that extra pressure on the pitcher, letting them really feel the brevity of the situation. So 1-0 for Butler, 6-5 Rapids lead, and Butler fouls out one way over the grandstand. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. 1 runner on third base in the form of Ryan Nelson. And Butler lifts this one out into right field. Nelson should be able to tag. There's the catch. Here comes Nelson. Throw comes in, and it gets stopped by the pitcher. And it's a sac fly for Butler. Now batting, number 28, Ben Hess, number 28. So 2 outs and nobody on for Ben Hess. Hess hits this one, and it bounces over the shortstop's head. Oh, that was full extension by Hall, And not able to reach it, Ben Hess is on first. Now batting, number 27, Xavier Miles. Number 27. And throw over the first. Hess was back in time. Was that a ball or was that a strike? I didn't see. Missed that. Was a ball. 1-0 on Miles. 3 strikeouts and a single finally. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Xavier Miles. That's in there for strike number 2. Xavier's got to get a hit if he doesn't want his batting average to go down. He's at 300 right now. He's 1 for 4. And this at bat here. Swing, foul, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs with a runner on first for Xavier Miles. There's the pitch, and Miles lifts this one right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. Diving and making the grab out in right field is Lindsay for the final out. But the Rapids able to get some runs on the board. They pick up 3, and they lead 7-5. Wait. Oh, yeah, because I forgot the... Oh, is that a pinch hitter? Pinch hitting for the Sherrill Silversmiths, number 5, Dante Ruby, number 5. So Ruby in for Kowalczyk. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, let's go. Keep filling it up. Go pitch. Whoa.
There's the 0-1 from Westcott.
Oh,
And that's in there. Call strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Ruby. Westcott gets his sign. And this ball is lifted into the outfield. Out in left field, making the grab is Josh Gardner for out number 1. Now batting, number 7, Tanner Warren, number 7. So with 1 out, here comes Warren. Warren is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a strikeout, and a walk. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Hey, dial in, you're better.
Here's the 1-0 from Westcott. Swung on and fouled back, strike 1.
How you play, kid? What do you say?
1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Rapids just need to hold these Silversmiths off. That's ball 2. That ball was a little high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs away from their 3rd victory of the season. And that pitch is thrown away. 3-1. Doubleheader on Sunday. Well, there's 2 away games between now and then. That pitch is fouled off, 3-2. Umpire will walk out to give Butler a little bit of a break. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Warren. Here's the payoff pitch from Westcott. And that's fouled off. Warren spoiling it, trying to stay alive. Sorry about that. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Whistle was perfect. No ball. 10 out of 10.
So with 2 outs now, I'll bring up the final chance here for the Silversmiths. Now batting for Sherrill Silversmiths, number 24, Charlie Martin, number 24. First pitch in there for a strike. That pitch misses low and outside, ball 1. One ball and 1 strike. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Here it is. Fans on their feet looking for the final strikeout. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Rapids win. The Rapids win. And thank you for visiting ground. You're Watertown Rapids 7 and the Silversmiths 5. The Rapids are home Sunday, June 22nd versus Watertown for a doubleheader. First game starts at 4 p.m. Where's Giuseppe? Number 19. I can't tell you guys apart when you're facing me. Where's Giuseppe? Hey, Giuseppe, how are you doing? So, Giuseppe, you were the Rapids player of the game. You rocked that home run over left field to get things started. Tell me, how did you pitch coming in?
I felt great. I know it started something big. This team is great, and I knew that once I hit that, we got something started. So
Excellent. And so far, it's been a fantastic year. What has been your favorite thing about playing on the Rapids so far?
the guys around me, they're all great. I love all of them. Every single one of them. They're the nicest kids I ever met. They're a great group of kids.
Excellent. And we love having you here. All right. Just no. No, I'm the announcer. Excuse me. Go. Yeah, watch yourself. Watch yourself. All right. So this is a 7-5 victory for the Rapids. They come from behind win here in Watertown at Alex Duffy Fairgrounds. We'll be back here again on Sunday. Doubleheader. First game starts at 4 p.m. On behalf of the Watertown Rapids, I am the Dan Dallin, a positive influence reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.